Hello everybody, this is Jae Darké, and today we're going to take a look at my massive Elder Scrolls collection. As you may know, Elder Scrolls is one of my favourite series of all time, so that's why I have so many copies of the various games in the series. So, first up, let's start with Morrowind. There is the first edition of Morrowind, and then there is the Game of the Year edition of Morrowind. This is neither. This is the Platinum Hits, which is basically just the first edition in a prettier case. Morrowind is a pretty good game, and in my opinion, still holds up. I know a lot of people that have played the newer games will go back and take a look at Morrowind and be like, "Ah, this is shit." But Morrowind was amazing for its time, and I believe it still holds up, and I would definitely love to eventually get a copy of the Game of the Year edition in my collection, as it actually includes the DLC, which unfortunately there isn't any other way to get the DLC in the Xbox version at this point. So we'll take a look inside, I guess. Got the lovely disc there and the manual. Right, okay. Next up is Oblivion. Now, as you may see, I have a lot of copies of Oblivion here. So we're going to start with the Collector's Edition first. This is the Collector's Edition. This is, well, out of all of these, this is the earliest release, right, because this was released when the game first came out. It was the Collector's Edition that you could buy that comes with all the extra goodies, and it's a very nice collector's edition. So let's take a look at it here. We've got this lovely thing that, oh, it's upside down, opens up and gives us the game disc, obviously, and the bonus materials DVD, which is, I haven't watched the whole thing, but from what I saw, it is quite interesting. Right here I've got the map of Cyrodiil. Take a quick look at that. I'm not going to open it up completely because I've got a better one to show you later. You know what? I'm going to open it up completely. There we go. Yeah. See, you can't see the whole thing. That's why I didn't want to open it up. But you people wouldn't take no for an answer. Ironically enough, because it's nobody is. This isn't live. Anyway, the Pocket Guide to Tamriel. Actually, the Pocket Guide to the Empire. It tells you some things about Tamriel, some things about the different races, the different birthstones, and things like that. It's a nice little thing to have. I've skimmed through it a few times, and it's got some interesting information on the Elder Scrolls lore, which I am always interested in, because the lore is very interesting in this series. Also, I have here the Shivering Isles expansion. Now, this also includes the Knights of the Nine, and so it's got the expansion disc here, and it's got a map of the Shivering Isles, which, again, I'm not going to open this one up, because I have a much better one to show you later. So, what is missing from this is the Imperial coin, so I've just, stuck this in to the case there to keep it, you know, and it's very nice, and it looks nice on the shelf, and it is one of my prized collector's items. Next up, we'll look at the other two editions of Oblivion. So there was the first edition that looked like this, except it didn't have the greatest hits thing up there. Pretty simple, right? Then, this case is broken. Then there was the Game of the Year edition, which included all of the DLC, which is why I keep that DLC in here, because it's not really important, because I have, I definitely have it. for both Xbox and 360. Now, the interesting thing, though, is that if you go on Xbox Live and you look at the DLC, there's more DLC for Xbox than there is for PS3. There's a bunch of smaller add-ons, like a Wizard's Tower, a pirate ship that you can own and have, it's kind of like your own little mini Thieves Guild sort of thing. There's all kinds of little, basically a bunch of different layers for depending on your type of character. And I've bought all those. I've even bought the horse armor pack. Yeah, I know it was a waste of money. So I've had this for the longest time, but I finally just acquired this. I've been looking for the PS3 version for quite some time, and I'm very pleased to have found this because, once again, Oblivion is one of my favorite games of all time, and I will even argue that it is in some ways better than Skyrim. So we're going to open up this, and as you can see, it's a very nice steelbook, and it has a very nice slipcover, which has the logos on it for the system, right? Which I love when they do that. They always get bonus points for me when, because I like to have my games on the shelf next to the other games on the same console, and I like to be able to tell, right, that belongs there, so it doesn't look so out of place. That's just me, I don't know. Anyway, oh, right, I forgot. We're going to open this up. Right, we have the first disc, which is the game. We have the second disc, which is the DLC. And then we have the bonus materials DVD. Now, this here is the map that comes with the 5th anniversary edition. And it is very nice. It's very nice material. It feels kind of like an old map. And what it is basically, it is a map of Cyrodiil, and at the bottom there is a map of the Shivering Isles. And this is one of my favorites, and I had it on my wall for a while, but I'm not going to put it back up until I've moved. So right now it'll stay in here, so it doesn't get damaged or anything like that. Right, so now let's move on to the next generation of Elder Scrolls, Skyrim. Now, I have Skyrim, the Legendary Edition, right here for Xbox 360, and that is the only original copy of Skyrim that I have at this point. I had the first edition for PS3, but a friend has it right now. But that's fine, because this is clearly the superior version. And here we have another nice little map. There's a map of Skyrim. I don't have an overly impressive map of Skyrim, so I'm just going to pull this out and show it to you. Yeah, it's nice. Actually, I think I may have just lied there. But we'll move on. Right. This is lovely, the game is amazing. This Legendary Edition, again, comes with all the DLC. So, that's really great. It also has Kinect compatibility, which I do not own a Kinect, so I've never tried it, so I don't know whether it's good or not. So now let's move on to the next console generation, PS4. I don't have an Xbox One, so fuck that. Right, so here I have, as you can see, multiple copies of Elder Scrolls Online. And, of course, Skyrim Special Edition. But we're going to go to Elder Scrolls Online right now. So this is the Imperial Edition for the PS4. Came in a nice big box with a slipcover and everything. And it included this statue of Marlag Bal, who is one of my favourite Daedric gods. And of course it came with this lovely steelbook. And inside is the game, and it came with some lovely DLC. Now, my one complaint with this has been that the case itself is bigger than... Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. So yes, the case is one, bigger than a PS4 case, and two, doesn't have a slipcover. So for the longest time, I've hated having this with my PS4 games because it just looks really out of place. I mean, if it was just like one of these, right, at least that fits with the other cases and looks nice, but this is too tall and it always kind of annoyed me. So I was very happy when I got my hands on this, the Elder Scrolls Online Gold Edition, and I bought it used and was lucky enough to actually get working codes in it. So I got all the DLC free with the used game, basically, which is great. There's not much else to say about the Gold Edition. It just comes with all the DLC that was out at that time. Next we have more Elder Scrolls Online DLC. We have Morrowind. So this just came out about a month ago, I believe, and it came with a limited edition steelbook, which is beautiful. And that's where the game is, right? I've got my but what this actually is the same as the original Elder Scrolls Online disc. The only difference is this, which has the code for Morrowind, which I might as well show you because I've already used it. Haha. But there's something interesting. There's a little flyer telling you about Elder Scrolls Legend, the card game that's going to be coming out. Legends. There's multiple legends, apparently. Okay, good to know. Right, and last but not least, I've been kind of trying to figure out what order to do these in, but I decided I'll just do the Elder Scrolls Online ones all together. So here is Skyrim Special Edition. The advanced, updated version for next-gen consoles. And it, of course, comes with all the DLC and has mod support, which is nice. Now, this here is what I forgot about. I have this beautiful, you can see the material, it's very nice. I have this beautiful Skyrim map, which didn't come with this version. I believe it actually came with this version. I can't remember. But it is beautiful, and I love it. And the only problem with it is that it doesn't stick very well to blue tack, unfortunately. But it is a very nice thing, and I absolutely love having it in my collection, along with all these games. I love the Elder Scrolls series so much, and very soon I will have a copy for the Switch that I will review. And I really, really hope that, one, it's the special edition here, and two, I hope that it holds up to the PS4 version. So yeah, I just wanted to do this little thing to talk about these, my favorite games, my massive Elder Scrolls collection. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, share it with your friends, and if you fancy looking at more of my game collection, go check out my Instagram. The link will be in the description. Thanks for watching. Until next time, piss off.